Hello everybody, this is Matador from freetradingvideos.com. It's 8:07 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Thursday, October 22nd, and we're seeing a continuation here after the late day sell-off yesterday. Just another low base kind of formation here, at least on the 3-minute chart of the S&P 500 ETF. And this sell-off, people are sort of blaming that on worries about Chinese economy and their ability to stimulate that or keep it up and running. So a lot of nerves in the markets. You can see that if you take away the pre and post market data, this large symmetrical triangle that was brewing on this high, the only thing that I could see that would sort of have said that was coming was the rising trend the whole time. And again, just being careful about how you would go along in such an environment. But news-driven event, pretty hard to define those coming up. So anyway, nice size sell-off. We are still holding up, however, at a perfect area of a gap fill. You can see that on a 60-minute chart. Those are two pretty good sized prints on a 60-minute chart with good sized volume. And so we'll need to be really careful about how the markets decide to either hold up here or fail this gap area. So we've been holding up here beautifully, even on a daily chart. That's still a high base, and if we can chop around for a while, that's great. That'll remain intact. If not, then we'll get that pullback we've been looking for a while, and then we'll just simply mark the next swing low and compare it to the previous swing low, and that'll give us a great sentiment read going into the next set. So good stuff. Again, we already knew what we were marching into a long time ago. We've been talking about it for a long time. Just never know what degree that's going to happen. So anyway, just be careful on the long and short side as always, and look for relative strength and weakness in individual stocks unless you're playing in the broad markets themselves. And you can kind of watch that relative strength and weakness and confirm it with the market internals. So yesterday, real quick, here we are. The trend had been marching up for most part of the day, but only in the neutral range at 1.0. So it was still pretty just neutral, looking at like a high base consolidation. The trend Q, much above 1.2. We actually talked about that. There was a divergence between the trends, making that environment X% more dangerous. But when I looked at the VIX, good size sell-off, and it was basing on its low, much like the markets were kind of basing on their high after the run-up. So that was confirming that move, and then volatility spike, although just a short-term one here. It looks like with a short-term chart here, 15-minute, that would look large on almost any chart. Just boom, very, very large bars here. So anyway, be careful of that now, of course, and we'll see how the market either holds up in this area or fails it. Good stuff, everybody. Next support, 108. We're sort of there right now, and then 107 after this perfect gap fill, and then another round number of 106. So at least it's marching up in order, and it might come marching back down in order as well. But anyway, be careful today, of course, as always. Use great risk management going into trades if you're going to, and watch how it plays out. So I look forward to talking to you around noon and reassessing what's been going on.